Hello and welcome. Today I am answering your career questions. And this one that came in is one that I think many of us kind of struggle with at one point or another. It is, how do I get unstuck in my career? So I'll be honest, this is a vague question. You're about to get a vague answer. Like, there are so many different ways that you can be stuck in your career. Is it your trajectory? Like, are you getting raises and promotions? Is it that you're not getting seen? Is it that you're not building skill sets? I mean, is it that you're asking to move around? Like, there's so many different ways that we get stuck, right? And so, without more context on this question, I'm going to give you a principle rather than a straight up answer. And the thing about principles is that they can apply in many different areas, right? So you'll be able to apply this to whether you're stuck on communication, visibility, networking, raises and promotions, like all whatever area you find yourself stuck in. When you apply principles of success, you'll be able to start to see changes. Okay, so that's what I'm going to give to you today. And so, my answer to this question of how do I get unstuck is not look at the big picture, but we need to kind of focus back on the basics, right? We need to focus on those small steps that we can control, that we can master, that we can make movement on in order to gain momentum and begin to move ourselves forward. Whenever you're stuck, right? I'm a mechanical engineer by trade. And so I want you to think of, like, whenever you're stuck, there's static friction. So you have to overcome that initial force that's keeping you stuck in order to start moving, making small steps, and then going faster and faster and faster and gaining momentum. All right. So how do we do that? We focus on the very small incremental things that we can do, whether it's your health, your career, relationships, whatever it is. When you focus on those small things that you can control, that you can make change in, and you build on those every single day, every week, every month, pretty soon you're going to have massive movement and momentum to carry you into the next phase of your career. Okay, so I was listening the other day to Myron Golden, and he was talking about how to learn faster and how to become a master at what it is you're learning. And he was explaining that it's really about focusing on just small incremental things, right? Like just repetition after repetition after repetition, really getting good at one small thing happens faster than you trying to get good at a bunch of things in a short amount of time, right? So if you take A, master A, B, master B, C, master C, by the time you look up, you're halfway through the alphabet. But if you were to try and take A through L or A through M up front, that would be overwhelming. And that would be not sustainable and really just not feasible for a person to be able to overcome. So when you really just focus on mastering each small step, then building on it, right? Just like we do in school, right? Just like we're doing when we learn how to become a professional in the first place. You don't just wake up one day and be like, I'm going to design a whole system. Like, no, you have to first learn the principles. You have to learn what the needs are and build on those things incrementally. Another demonstration of this is Kobe Bryant. So Kobe Bryant is famous for being one of the greatest basketball players, right? When he was observed in practice, he would practice by himself, right? Another point, this does not have to be a collaborative effort. Your career is your responsibility. It is up to you to get in the gym and put in the time and the repetitions to get yourself to where you want to be. Nonetheless, Kobe Bryant observed in practice by himself was doing basic drills for hours, basic dribbling, basic shooting, basic foot position, basic this, that, and third. Why? Because that is what the foundation is. It is building his muscle memory. It's reinforcing his muscle memory. So in the moments where he needs to perform, He doesn't have to think about it. He doesn't have to spend the energy telling his body what to do. It already knows. It's already mastered that small incremental thing. And that allows him to effortlessly move to the next levels, right? Move. We're talking about getting unstuck, effortlessly moving to those next levels of greatness. Okay. There's a quote that I like that kind of echoes this. It's oh gosh. Don't quote me on the quote that I'm about to quote, but something along the lines of great find passion in things insignificant. And when you want to go from where you are, probably not feeling great, to where you want to go, where you do feel great, you have to find passion in those small things and those things that we other people think are insignificant, but really are the foundation of what you're building towards as you're starting to get yourself unstuck, gain momentum, and move towards mastery. Another demonstration of this principle is I was listening to a motivational video, and Will Smith, a very well-known actor, very much like respected in his field. Like he has done amazing movies, right? He says that one of the reasons that he's able to be successful over his competition is because he doesn't look at the wall that he needs to build. He just focuses on one brick at a time and really focuses on laying that brick the best that he can in that one day. And as long as he focuses on laying that brick as best as he can, pretty soon he'll look up and he will have the wall. He doesn't let the wall intimidate him. He doesn't let the big obstacle keep him stuck. He focuses on the small things, right? And so I want you to, even if you need to break it down even further, like let me just focus on how to make a brick and then lay the brick and then build the wall and then build the house and then build the community, right? Like it will grow over time and you will master building the brick, laying the brick, building the wall, making the house, building the community, and you will find that you will gain momentum. And it's not just like, oh, more and more bricks. No, you go from wall to house to community. These are quantum leaps of influence. These are leaps of success. When you master one level, you don't just get an equal level above that. When you master that initial level, you're going to begin to make larger leaps every single time. So you're not just building the brick and then building another brick and then building a third type of brick. No, you're building a brick, then you're building a wall, then you're building a house, then you're building a community, right? Then you're building societies, and it's going to be this momentum that will carry you to these higher levels, right? So when you're feeling stuck, I want you to remember that we want to go back. Let's focus on our basics. Let's be the great that find passion in the things insignificant. Let's master those incremental steps that we can build on. And pretty soon, whatever area it is that you're feeling like you're stuck in, whether it's communication, networking, getting visibility at work, getting access to opportunities, getting respect, getting valued, getting money, compensation of whatever type, when you bring things back to the basic, think about what got you to where you are right now. Are there things that you can kind of remaster, rethink, reposition, and then reset in order to move forward? So that is my advice to you. If you're feeling like you're stuck in your career or quite honestly, any area of your life, when you go back to the basics and you build on those things, you will gain momentum and you will gain mastery and you will find yourself not only unstuck, but making leaps and bounds towards where you want to go. All right. So that is my super vague answer for your super vague question. If you have not already submitted your career question, go ahead, check out the caption. I will put the link below for you to submit your career questions. My name is Malia Lim. I help women in STEM, technical, male-dominant industries go from undervalued, unseen, unappreciated to making massive impact and commanding top dollar compensation. If you are interested in learning how I do that for my clients, I will put also in the description a link so that you can attend one of my master classes and see how we do what it is that we do. Until next time, I hope that you subscribe to my channel and that you continue to stay savvy.